What's it like growing up in the house of a NASCAR champion when that champion is also your dad? Chase Elliott just got real about it. He's opening up about the tough love, the discipline, and the moments that shaped him into the driver he is today. And trust me, this one gets personal. And hey, real quick, if you're a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation news is just getting started. We are pushing for our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live this sport every week. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with just how rare this story really is. Only 3 father-son duos have ever won a NASCAR Cup Series championship. Lee and Richard Petty, Ned and Dale Jarrett, and Bill and Chase Elliott. That's it. That's the entire list. And it's what makes Chase's story so unique, because he's followed his father's footsteps all the way to a championship of his own. But here's the thing. Getting there wasn't easy. Chase recently sat down on the show Racin With The Boys, and he got honest about what it was like growing up under Bill Elliott. In his words, "I got the belt when I was young too, so I definitely understand that. I definitely had my share of trying to get away from that too. You were going to get your ass beat for sure if you did something wrong." Chase actually grinned while remembering it, but he made it clear. Those tough moments weren't just discipline for the sake of discipline. They were about preparing him for the reality of racing. You know, Chase explained that his dad always took the sport seriously, really seriously. And Chase admits he probably leaned a little too much toward just having fun as a kid. Bill noticed that, and he addressed it. He told Chase that if he wanted to race, he had to give it everything, not just show up and have fun on the weekends, but actually work for it, appreciate the opportunity. And looking back now, Chase says those lessons were priceless. So where did that intensity come from? Well, Bill's own racing career gives us some answers. He and his brothers got hooked on stock car racing young, introduced to it by their father, George Elliott, who owned a Ford dealership. Bill went on to race in the NASCAR Cup Series from 1976 all the way to 2012. He won the championship in 1988. And get this, he was voted the sport's most popular driver a record 16 times. That's the guy who raised Chase Elliott. But here's what's interesting. Bill has always said he never expected Chase to follow him into racing. In an interview last year, Bill put it this way: "I wanted him to be whatever he wanted to be. I never pushed him into this. He always seemed like this is what he wanted to do. I just supported him in what he felt like he needs to do. But it's his life. He needs to do what he wants to do." And Chase's own perspective on their relationship lines up with that. As he moved up into NASCAR's national ranks, something shifted. The lectures got less frequent. Trust started to take their place. Even when Chase made costly mistakes, Bill rarely overreacted. Chase remembered one moment specifically: crashing while racing for the lead at Bristol when he was younger. On the ride home, Bill didn't yell. He didn't launch into a speech. He just said one sentence: "I don't think I would have done that." That's it. Short, but it stuck with Chase. And now, looking back on it all, Chase says he's more grateful than ever for that balance his father struck. Discipline when he needed it as a kid, and respect for his own decisions once he got older. For one of NASCAR's most successful father-son duos, that mutual respect might just be the biggest thing they've built together. So here's my question for you guys. Do you think Bill's tough love approach is what it takes to raise a champion? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this one, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the NASCAR Nation news family. We'll see you in the next one.